It's easy to find the wonder of life. She heard a song on the way to LA. An old friend used to play and nearly brought.
What's up, Boo-Boos? Welcome back to another episode of VladTV News.
It's a wonderful life.
Great. I'm doing absolutely great.
Craig's here.
My brother, what's up, kid?
Hey.
You all right?
I'm great, man.
How was Memorial Day weekend for you? How was it?
Hey, you know, I hurt my foot, but I was cool, man. You know, family and friends, so
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Absolutely.
Can I say, like, really quick, how happy I am that you're okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I mean, we've been down for a long time together, so, I mean, you know, I know you probably was worried, but I was good. I was always good.
Okay. All right.
I was definitely checking all your social media and making sure you was good, brother.
Yeah. Other than the nonsense that was being spreaded, but I was cool.
Yeah.
I know that, you know, if anybody's not understanding what we're talking about, of course, Maino was performing the other night at the T.I. concert at Irving Plaza in New York. It was actually, you were just getting off stage when everything happened. That's what at least the press said.
That you read, and to be honest with you, is absolutely false. Everything you read, absolutely false. Me and Murder was never on stage. I was never on stage. Yeah, I wasn't on stage. I didn't get on stage. You know, we were all still in the dressing room. Like, none of that is factual. That was just all made-up stories. I don't understand where that comes from, but it's just made up. Like, we never got a chance to go on stage. Actually, you know, I read, you know, in a lot of publications that we were supposed to have been the opening act, and that's not even true. T.I. was actually bringing us out on his show. Like, you know, in the middle of his set, he was going to bring us out.
I know that they said originally that this whole situation that happened with Troy Ave was because of you or because you two don't get along, but then you came out and you made a statement saying that you're good.
Right. Me and Troy Ave has never had as much as a debate or argument. Never. You know, like, for that to be, you know, thrown around like that is really, you know, disappointing, and it's troubling that, you know, in our society, you know, we look at these newspapers to find news and to find facts, and this is just filled with a bunch of rumors and non-truths. Usually in a lie, if you look close enough and deep enough, you'll find a little bit of truth there, like, but that's absolutely not factual. Like, we've never had a debate, and if they did their homework, and if they did, you know, any kind of investigation on me or him, they would see that we've always worked together. Just 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were all together, me, him, and Murder in Club Aces in New York. So none of that's true. Nothing is true.
You know what's interesting about that is that I said, after we talked about it, I said, you know what, that doesn't sound like Maino, because Maino's actually been pretty peaceful lately.
Yeah. Like,
You've been like such a good guy.
Yeah. We moving away from, like, you know, it took some time to get away from some of the nonsense, but You know, we at a point right now that we just trying to do things and get to the bag, opportunities, get to the money, and some of these things are outside of music. So music is a great job. That's the foundation, but some of the things that we're doing are outside of music. Shout out to Fila. You know, we just working towards something different, and I didn't need to be associated with something that I absolutely didn't have anything to do with. Absolutely nothing to do with it.
And also, when you have those types of situations going on, these so-called beefs, it does inhibit the money a lot of times.
It does, because who wants to do business with an artist or a person that, you know, even if he's popular but he's associated with gunplay like that? Somebody lost their life.
Right.
And, you know, people were hit. I was there to perform. I was there to do a show. So when this happened, and then the next day you read in the paper about yourself that you are the cause of that, I mean, it's disheartening, you understand? But, you know, I'm a soldier, so I rock on. So, you know, me and my team, we put out a statement. The statement went everywhere. We've done everything we could possibly do to kill the rumors and to kill the nonsense.
Right. And now we did do a story, though, Maino, that your girlfriend or alleged girlfriend, Maggie Carey Hextall, who's a model, is now suing because she got shot in the leg at the T.I. show.
Right. Well, you know, that's another thing. You know, who told them that? Who told them that? Like, who told them, you know, whether she was my girlfriend or not? Like, these are all things that they come up with on their own, you know. But that was a small thing, in comparison to some of the big stuff that was being said. So that was not even something that I needed to address. That she is somebody that I definitely have a lot of love for and support. And it's just unfortunate that she was there, and I feel bad because she was actually there with me. So it's a situation where I feel almost like it's my fault, even though it didn't have anything to do with me, but just the fact that it was on my watch.
So is she okay though?
Yeah, she's getting better. She's definitely getting better. She's healing, and shout out to her because she's definitely a soldier. She's riding out, and it's just unfortunate that somebody like just as innocent as just going to hang out with me and watch me perform or watch me do a show gets hit in the the crossfire of something that has nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
Mm.
I mean, we rocking on though. You understand? But today it's all about that Heard You.
I know. So you got a brand new single out
Yep.
called Heard You, and you have now formed a super group with Uncle Murda.
Yeah, definitely. That Yellow Tape, man, that King Kong Godzilla, that's the street classic. With the Heard You, though, we back on the radio, we back in the clubs, and, we just trying to push that, Everything we pushing, though, everything.
So why Uncle Murda? Tell me.
Why not? Why not?
I got so much love for that man, so I'm just asking you, though. You could have picked anyone.
It had to fit, you understand? I've always been an outspoken dude, always, spoke my mind, and, in and around this music industry, you feel me? And he definitely don't know how to watch his mouth. And we've always done music together. We didn't just come together just to do music. I'm actually like a fan of dude. Like that's my brother. Like I love what he brings to the game. So it just fit, and I knew that people would take to it. And everything just been moving. So so far.
That's good. So there's a rumor going around. Maybe this is going to be stupid. Let me know if I sound stupid. That you might be signing with Cash Money.
We're talking.
Oh, so it's true.
That's yet to be seen.
Hey, listen, I would go for the money. So is this like if you're talking or you're trying to work out some sort of deal, you're like actually talking to Birdman about it? I mean, it's a little bit past that. The lawyers talking. So we're in some discussions or negotiations. So like I said, we'll see in the next couple of days or a week or so. Wow, I'm excited for you. Thank you, Jenny. Boom, boom. And by the way, real quick, we got to mention that you're going to be out here in a couple weeks, right? Oh, yeah. We coming up there to Toll's place, we rocking out. DJ Craig G. Okay. Uncle Murda. Listen, for New York, Brooklyn, Connecticut, always been our second home. So I think that date is June 23rd. You're going to be there. Whatever it is, we're going to be there. All right. And by the way, have you spoken to Troy at all? Because I know that he actually had court. So have you spoken to the man at all? Nah, I haven't spoken to that man. I don't know. The only reason why I'm asking is I know he was shot as well. I just want to see how he was doing. Yeah, nah. It's unfortunate, but yeah, it's crazy. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into Heard You right now. Congratulations on everything you got going on, Maino. Thank you. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to the whole station, Hot 93.7. What up, Buck? Let's get it. And this is what it is. Connecticut, Heard You. Let's do it.
Okay, we're here in Manhattan, in the Flatiron District, about to talk to the attorney for Troy Ave, Scott Lehman. He's one of the most prominent criminal defense attorneys here in New York City. I'm interviewing him for the Fox 5 News at 10. This is the first time he's really speaking out about what happened with Troy Ave and also some issues that are coming up this week in hip-hop with the NYPD. Scott, first of all, tell us how Troy is doing.
He's hanging in there. He's in Rikers Island in the infirmary unit, and he's recovering from his gunshot wounds.
What troubles you most about this case?
What troubles me most is the misinformation that's being sent out. NYPD knows Troy didn't shoot himself. They know Troy didn't shoot his bodyguard. That man died a hero. And to imply anything that Troy actually would hurt his lifelong friend is absolutely insane and irresponsible.
The NYPD insists there were 5 shell casings. They say all of those came from the gun that Troy Ave fired, this gun that they allegedly recovered from inside a trap space inside his SUV along with 2 other guns. What do you say to that?
What I said at the arraignment doesn't change. He didn't shoot himself, and he didn't shoot his bodyguard. Plain and simple. Ballistics and scientific evidence will prove that he didn't shoot himself.
Why do you think that he was arrested and picked up like this?
I can't answer what NYPD does. That's what they do.
And in terms of the scenario, the NYPD says that video that they released shows that Troy Ave was the one that was actually the shooter. What do you think about that piece of video they released?
I really can't talk about the piece of video except that it wasn't complete. You don't know what happened before, you don't know what happened after, and more importantly, you don't know what happened outside that little frame. So it's not the whole story. And when the whole story comes out, we'll see that Troy did not hurt his friend, and this man died a hero, and let's honor him that way.
And you're talking about Ronald McFadden, his lifelong friend and bodyguard.
Absolutely.
What are your concerns about NYPD and how they're investigating this case? Tell us about that.
I'm just concerned. I want them to do a thorough investigation. And the biggest problem is something which we're going to ask tonight. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Tonight.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Okay. What are your concerns about the NYPD's ability to do this investigation? Because we saw some comments about hip-hop that many people were insulted by the police commissioner. The NYPD says they're treating this like any other case with the same professionalism. But tell us about the concerns that you have.
Well, what we're doing tonight is we're going to ask anyone who was there and anyone who has any information or anyone who was there, and if anyone knows anyone who was in that VIP room that night, we have set up a special email address, and we're going to ask people, because we know some people have problems working and talking to NYPD. Help us. Help me defend Troy. And that email address is troyaveinfo@lehmanlaw.com. Again, that's troyaveinfo@lehmanlaw.com, and we ask anyone who knows anyone who's in that VIP room, if you're in that VIP room, if you have any video or pictures from that night, please send it to us at that email address. We will have our investigators look into it.
Now, what guarantees you give people that send information to that email of their confidentiality, that they may not want their identities out there?
I really can't promise anything, but all I'm doing is I'm asking for help. We have a man here who's being accused of killing his best friend. He didn't do it, and I need help to defend him. And that's what I'm asking the public for.
You've handled many high-profile cases and also high-profile hip-hop artists. Anything different about this time around?
The charges are just very, very serious, and we need to make sure he gets the best defense he can, and that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what my co-counsel is trying to do.
And if he's convicted on that attempted murder charge, that could carry a long sentence.
It definitely can. That's why I need the help of everyone out there, and that's why I'm asking for help on his behalf.
And in terms of how Troy's mental state is, I know you visited him at Rikers Island. How is he holding up under all this?
He's holding up the best he can. He's recovering, and he knows he's got us out here there working for him. And again, I just ask all his friends or anyone who's there, help us.
And then, Scott, in terms of the NYPD, do you think they are capable of doing a full and fair investigation and coming up with the actual shooters in this case?
Only time will tell. Only time will really tell. NYPD has their own issues. They have their own problems with the community. But my problem is defending my client, and that's all I care about right now.
All right, and tell us what's next with the court case.
We're in court again next week for an update on grand jury process.
Now, so the next step, just educate us with the legal process. So, meantime, Troy is on Rikers Island with no bail, and then what happens next?
What happens next is the DA's office would have to indict him and charge him with a felony. At that point, the case will be transferred from criminal court to Supreme Court, and we deal with the case there. We might make an interim bail application. We're exploring our options at this time.
But for now, they denied bail initially.
That's correct. But I think when the facts come out and you see he didn't shoot Banga and he didn't shoot himself, I think hopefully the judge will take a different view on bail.
Now, we've seen two hip-hop events this week canceled, and organizers of the events claim that they were pressured by NYPD to cancel the events out of concerns for safety. NYPD is denying that. What is your take on that?
My take is, ask Commissioner Bratton. Who knows what he does?
And then in terms of the defense, just if you could sum up for how Troy is pleading to those charges.
Troy pled absolutely not guilty.
And the next day in court is on Monday?
No, it's Thursday, June 9th.
June 9th. Okay, and then how confident are you that you're going to be able to help him with this case?
I'm going to do everything I can to help him. He deserves help. He's a nice guy, and he's in a very bad situation, and he needs the best help he can get.
And you fought and won cases for rappers that have had the deck stacked against them in the past. What do you think is going to happen here?
I can't predict the future. All I could do is give everything I got. And that's what I promised him I'd do. And his mother, more importantly.
And tell us about what you want people to do again in terms of...
Again, what I'm asking anyone who was there that night, anyone who's in the VIP room, if there are any pictures or any videos, please send it to our email address, troyavinfo@lehmanlaw.com. Thank you very much.
And Scott, just so we're clear, you believe Troy Ave did not fire that gun, the bullet that killed Ronald McFadden?
I am as positive as I could be without having all the evidence. But based on all the information I know, he would never have done anything to harm his best friend.
She's living life to the fullest. She's on the scene, making moves, living a dream. She's got it right, no need to ask. Just sit back and get to know her, She's got style, she's got class, she's got it right, no need to ask. She's got style, she's got class, she's got it right.